यही दुनिया है। गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतः न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं। भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेद वेदान्त वेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम हरि ओम। We'll read from 6th verse. हराइव रथनाभौ संहता यत्र नाड्यः स एषुवन्तश्चरते बहुधा जायमानः। ओमित्येवं ध्यायत आत्मानम् स्वस्ति वः पाराय तमसः परस्तात्। Again, हराइव रत्नाभौ संहता यत्र नाड्यः सैषुवन्तश्चरते बहुधा जायमानः। ओमित्येवं ध्यायत आत्मानम् स्वस्ति वः पाराय तमसः परस्तात्। We had seen the first 5 mantras of the second section of the second Mundaka. So if you remember, the first mantra started with the Avihi word, and second mantra started with Archimat word. Both refer to the consciousness that I am. But in both the mantras, what is the salient point? To know I am consciousness, you don't need to study Vedanta. You will know it. Everybody knows that I am. Little thinking will tell you that I am of the nature of consciousness. But what it did, and the last mantra also, first, second, and fifth mantra. If you remember, in this mantra, in the fifth mantra also, Yasmin Dev Prithvi Chantariksham, in that Tamev Ekam Atmanam. So it ultimately told that this consciousness is, in this is the world. But this is where Vedanta enters. This cannot be said by any person, and this cannot be said by any other text other than the Upanishads. And this is called apurvata of the Upanishad. Apurva means uniqueness. Praman, one lakshana of Praman is anadhigatatvam. It should not be nothing else should tell that. Like eyes alone are seeing the form. Eyes are Praman for form. Nose cannot be the Praman for form. Otherwise contradiction will be there. Nose says something, eye says something. So what is very important to know in these mantras, and therefore I had told this is a core of Mundaka Upanishad 2.2 and 2.1. Second Mundaka is a must portion to understand, because it establishes the oneness of the self with the what? With the cause of the whole world. That means that what I think I am limited by time and space, it tells that you are unlimited by time and space. You are not one body, rather you are the one in which all bodies are there. You are not doer, rather all doing is appearing in you. You are not troubled, but troubled is only one small imaginary bubble in you. What you can be troubled? You are not dying. Death and birth are just two illusory points. There is nothing called I started my life. People use such expressions, since I started living. You have never started living. You had the illusion that birth is an illusion of start of my existence, and death is the illusion of end of my existence. My existence has nothing to do with the birth and death, because if you are born, who will know that you are born? Body may be born, but not you. For you to be born, there should be someone to say that you are born. And where you are born, there only somebody should be there. Where you are born, there only somebody should be there. If the mother's womb, you say, I was born in the 4th month or 5th month, consciousness came, then there only somebody should be there to know that you are there, you came. Otherwise, how can you say I was born? To say that he came, there should be somebody to register that he came. Otherwise, how can you say that he came? He came is possible only when you are after that or before that. You are before that, then only you can say, I saw him coming. So if you say birth is a coming, not of the body, of consciousness. If consciousness has come, then the problem will be Problem will be who has seen that consciousness has come. And if anybody had seen consciousness has come, he should be there only where the consciousness is there. And if somebody is there, that consciousness is there, then already consciousness was there to see that consciousness has come. And therefore, there is no possibility of death, birth of some consciousness. Because somebody has to be there, consciousness has to be there to acknowledge it. And you said nobody was there to say he has come, then you cannot say at all. Then it is a statement of imagination because nobody has seen it. Here, then no question is there of any problem. So what we feel and what real the picture is, a totally big contrast is there. Very big contrast. We feel I am related, and here it is said you are detached because you cannot change. There is no possibility of any relation in you. If you become relative, then you will forget yourself. If you have really changed to become father, then you can't get yourself back as a consciousness. Every relation, if you form, so you have an imaginary I and a real I is there. So you are acting as an imaginary I, and you have forgotten your real I. I hope you are understanding. And therefore Upanishad is totally after us in the first and the second mantra. In the first, second and fifth mantra. In between two were the sadhan mantras. And the three mantras were telling that the consciousness is not the 3-4 point part, product and property of the body. Second thing is consciousness is independent. Third thing is consciousness is all pervasive. Fourth thing is with the destruction of the body, the consciousness is not destroyed. How many times I told? Like the light on this hand is not the product of the hand. Light pervades, light is independent of the hand. And third is that light is pervading the hand. And fourth is with the coming and going of the hand, light is not going. I hope you have understood that point. So we live as an individual, we live as an entity. If you are living as an entity, you will have entropy. Entropy will mean some modification will be there. You will be entropied. Entropied. And therefore Upanishad is now going to tell what is your situation, who are you. See, in Yasmin an Atma word was used in the fifth mantra. And if you see the second mantra or the first mantra, Yad Archimat and Yasmin Loka Nihita, there also Yasmin word has come. And in the first mantra, Avihi Guhacharam, Atra Etat Samarpitam, in that everything is offered, Samarpitam word is coming, if you remember that. So all mantras are telling you are the unchanging consciousness in which the world is there. And now Upanishad is going to move forward. Are you seeing first, second and fifth mantra? And now what is said here? Now he said, okay, I'll tell you. You think that Ishwar is beyond. There are 4 stages in understanding Ishwar. When I say Ishwar here, it means Karan Ishwar. Brahma with Maya is called Ishwar here. So one stage is Ishwar is beyond the world. Second stage is Ishwar is the essence of the world. Third stage is Ishwar is in me also. And fourth stage is Ishwar is me. There are 4 stages of understanding Ishwar. The Brahm conditioned by Maya is Ishwar. Generally we think that wo Sakit mein hai, wo Vaikunt mein hai. He is in Kshir Sagar. Not here. No. Kshir Sagar. This is the first stage. If Ishwar is only there, how is he controlling the world by remote control? He will become finite then. If Ishwar is there only and not here, that Ishwar will be conditioned by space. And if anything conditioned by space will be conditioned by time. And anything conditioned by time will die. So Ishwar would have been dead by now. So you say Ishwar is the Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karan, you heard. So Ishwar is the essence of the world also. This is the second point. If Ishwar is the essence of the world, that means he is in everything, then he is in me also. Well, he is in me also. And if he is in me also, then ultimately his I and my I cannot be two different eyes, and therefore he is me then. And me, I am him, he is me. Okay? Now third stage Ishwar is being talked about in the sixth mantra. Let us see now. The example is of rim. What is rim? Wheel is there. Wheel has a circle called rim. And it has hub. And it has spokes which unite the hub to the rim. If supposing only rim is there, so there will be no strength. The moment any pressure comes, that rim will break. But the hub is there, so hub like rims are there like that. Chariot also has like that. But hub is there, hub is holding the rim. Hub is holding the rim through the spokes. So there are three things. One is called rim. Jim nahi, rim only. So one is rim, other is called spokes, and third is called hub. Rim. Where rim? Sure. then the wheel moves. I understand, bhai. Okay, thank you. So that hub is called Ratnabhi. Ratnabhi. That hub, please don't forget what I'm talking. Rath is called Hub-nabhi. Ratnabhi, sorry. So that hub is called Ratnabhi. And Ara means the spokes are there. So these two words are. So who is holding whom? Who is holding whom? The hub is holding the wheel through the spokes. Hub is holding the wheel through the spokes. The whole thing is dependent on hub. If hub is broken, all the spokes will fall apart and the rim also will be broken and the chariot will fall down. So they used to attack the hub. So by the arrow they were hitting the hub of that chariot. So that whole chariot falls down straight away. That was one way of fight. Like nowadays, if supposing a criminal is going and police is chasing and he's running, so they will shoot at the tire. That is one way, they will shoot at the tire so that this car gets punctured and he stops. He was running very fast. This is one of the ways to catch him. Achha? So this is the thing there. Now understand this example. It's called Drishtant. What is Darshtant? What is Darshtant? What is Darshtant? What is indicated by Drishtant is called Darshtant. Like moon-like face. So face is called Darshtant and moon is called Drishtant. He roars like a lion. Gurudev roared like a lion. So Gurudev is Darshtant and the lion is Drishtant. Roaring of lion is Drishtant. What is Darshtant? Please be careful. Body is like the rim. Some bodies are so round they are like the rim. So body is like the rim. If you roll, they'll keep on rolling like that. Push them. Some bodies are like that. What is hub here? Can you guess? Hub is the heart. Physical heart. What is the spokes? The spokes are the nadis. Nerves are there. And there are 72 crore 72 lakh nerves. They are going from the heart to all part of the body and connecting the body. You will not believe. They say if one person's nerves is all opened up, it is as big, it is covered the diameter of the whole earth. Diameter of the whole earth can be covered. It is so big. His nadis are there. That therefore they are called nerve endings are there. And they connect the heart to the whole body. So when you breathe, so heart is pumping like that. So when the heart is doing like that, it's like that continuously. So it is pumping the blood to all the parts of the body. Blood is pumped. And through that blood, oxygen is there also. Then this is there, blood is coming back to him, like that. And not only it is pumping it, but it is also giving blood to itself also. So this is the heart, physical heart. It's like this here. And if there are nerves, and if the oxygen is supposing there is a blockage, so the oxygen which was to come has not been able to come, and that is called heart attack. The person can collapse because the body is cut from the hub. Okay? So, then what happens after that? Now be careful. So body is rim, nerves are the spokes. Physical heart I am talking, not the emotional heart. That you are in my heart, not that heart. Physical heart. So, and then in the physical heart is something called mind. Mind. Golak of the mind is the heart. And therefore, you always say, I have done this work. Who did it? Me. Whose name is this? My name is this. Whose house is this? You always put here. Here. No, not here. Here. Although the physical heart is here. Therefore, blood pressure first is taken here. Because physical heart is here. But you say, I did it. It's my mistake. I will complete the work. You indicate it here. So understand the point of expression of the mind is the physical. Golak means physical office of the some indriya. They say this eyes is pervading the whole body. This is the office of, here it expresses. I have known people who can read with this like that. They had brought this indri here, golak here. So from there he can read like that. Like that. Because this eyes has been brought here. One is golak, I told you structural eye and functional eye. One is the golak eye, which is this external, and one is indri eye. So indri expresses through the golak. Similarly, mind expresses through the heart. My heart is the office of the mind. And very sophisticated office is brain also. Brain. Okay? Not okay. Now what happened? Please see now. Body connected to heart through 72 crore, I hope you're understanding. 1 crore is 10 million. So 7,200 millions. So many nerves are there. 7,200 million plus 72 lakh. You can calculate it. Here crore is not understood, therefore I am saying. They are comfortable with the million more. So body, nerves, heart, Mind, please don't mind. 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 Now your stories is still remaining. In the mind is a Sakshi now. Now देखो. That Sakshi is there. Sakshi means the unchanging consciousness. Unchanging consciousness. कितना एक दो तीन you can see. Body, inside body, mind, inside body, heart, inside I'm leaving the nerves. Inside body, heart, mind, inside heart, Sakshi. And this is the Ishwar which we are talking about. And therefore, when you meditate, you can, if you want to localize, then you can localize there. One more point is there. Is it clear now? See, the mantra is there. Ara ivaratna bhau iva yatra nadya samhata. Nadya samhata. This is nominative. Nadya means nadis. Samhata. They are crisscrossing and connected to the heart. Samhata means crisscrossing and connected to the heart. Nadya samyatra nadya samhata. How? What example? Ara ivaratna bhau. As in the hub of the chariot, all the spokes are samhata. They are crisscrossing. Clear? Okay. यहाँ तक तो clear हो गया. Tatra anta saesh bahudha jayamana. And there is a Sakshi there. There is a Sakshi there. And that Sakshi is moving, is born in various ways. Tell me how it is born. How is it born? Huh? How is it born? Because with every thought, there is a reflection of the consciousness on the thought, and as if the consciousness is born. Like, give me the example. Like sun and moon is there. When the moonlight changes because of the changing of the moon, as if sunlight is born. Every day new sunlight is born. Sunlight is not born initially, but with the conditioning of the moon, as if the sunlight is born every day. By the change of the upadhi, the light falling on that is appearing differently. Similarly, I am the consciousness, but on me now sad thought is come, sad thought. But sadness is not me. Because the light of consciousness is falling on the sadness, therefore I feel I am sad now. Bahuda jayamana. Then excitement came. Why? Because somebody said, now you are promoted. Now excited vritti came. On that excited vritti, the thought which is there, the consciousness which is there, that made it aham utsahi. Hum ek naya ai aa gaya. And you are very happy I am being promoted now. Thank you so much. Mithai batao. I am very early promoted. I never thought there are senior people than me, but I got promoted. Then after 2 hours of celebration, somebody called you and he said that was by mistake only. So, actually you are not promoted. This Pramod was name of somebody else. He is another office. By mistake, that Pramod is Pramod Rawat. He is promoted and therefore you don't give any dawat. So Mr. Rawat, you are not connected. That is Mr. Rawat is there. You are Pramod Bengde. And you are another Pramod. So when we got the information, and he was putting sweets in his mouth at that time, and anyway he thought to eat or to leave it. हम बोले भाई खा ही लेते हैं. प्रमोशन किया तो मिठाई तो ना जाए, दोनों ही चला जाएगा. Then sadness thought came, inferiority thought came, गुस्सा भी आया. Why they are doing? The consciousness which is feeling that I am sad, that is called बहुधा जायमाना. अजायमानो बहुधा विजायसे तस्य धीरा परिजानन्ति योनिम. है ना गुरु सूक्त. बहुधा जायमाना. Are you getting? Then he came in the evening satsang. But Pramod Bingde. So then evening he heard that world is not true. Anything that you lose or you get is as good as not getting. It is illusion of getting. It's the illusion of losing. There is nothing you got and nothing you lost. You think he has come for me. जोग वियोग भोग बल मंदा, ये सब है, सब भ्रम फंदा है. ये सब है मीटिंग, डिपार्टिंग, enjoying. This is all the illusion that you have. In the self there is no meeting. Two waves are not meeting, neither in the dream you meet or in the dream you depart. Similarly in the waking you meet, in the waking you depart. It is coming, going, losing or attaining. All is a Mayic word. They are in the fabric of Maya. All event are actually no event. It is appearing it's an event, but there is no event in that. This he heard in the satsang. Then he became quiet. He said, it doesn't matter if I am not promoted also. My whole day's mood was off, but now I am fine. He has become normal now. He is much collected. Whole day he was very upset. So little moment of satsang took away his stress, etc. So the consciousness falling on the quiet mind, he will say, now I am quiet. As if whole day consciousness was traveling. It is not a physical traveling, it's a cognitive traveling. It's not traveling in space or time, it's a traveling in understanding about myself. It's a cognitive traveling. In the same house I was there, but whole day I was traveling so much. And this is called here sa esha antah charati. In the mind it travels. That this, why that this is mentioned as that this, that Paramatma, Sam is that. Why that? That consciousness principle is this. That is in a sense unchanging, which is traveling here. It is born as if. As if is a very important word. I hope you are catching this. Then he came back home. He said, now I am going to sleep. I am not comfortable. My mind is very quiet. I am fine. It doesn't matter if I don't get, I am not after it. Swamiji said, whatever you get is reverential acceptance of whatever you get is called Karma Yoga. So I think I'm trying to accept. Nothing is so bad. Only thing, lot of mithai we distributed. So, but never mind. It is fine this way. We ate some mithai. He can cut a joke on himself. When you can cut a joke on your failure, your insult, your somebody's comments, when you can also comment as somebody else can comment, then you grow over your ego. When you cannot make a fun of your own self, then you are egoistic. When you can make a fun of your work, of your sadness, then you grow over sadness. When you can make a fun of your happiness also, of your attachment, then you are above it. So presence and absence of an object or a person has no impact on the mind. So see the word here. So araratana bhav iva yatra nadya samvata tatra antah. Tatra is in the mind here. Anta means in the mind. Sa esha bahudha jayamana. New anubhav is coming. Don't forget bahudha jayamana. This is a very important word. It is a birth in cognition, birth in imaginary cognition of I. Like I told you, sunlight is bahudha jayamana. Sunlight is born in many ways every day through the moon. So non-changing sun is there. Sunlight is non-changing. If this is the sun and this is the moon, supposing this is the moon, so in between also light is there. You see darkness, but actually darkness is not there. There also light is there. In between, if some object comes, it will illuminate. It is because of that. But because this is changing, moon is changing continuously, therefore the light emanating from that moon to the earth, someday it is Amavasya, someday it is Prathama, someday Purnima, it is changing. This sunlight as if it is Bahudha Jayamana. It is born in various ways. Only thing that is happening in space, and this is happening in cognition in myself also. But I am not changing. भाष्यकार राइट्स एक दो लाइन पढ़ लेते हैं. पश्यन शन्वन मनवानो विजानन बहुधा अनेकदा क्रोध हर्षादि प्रत्यय ही जायमान इव. पता लगाना. और कोई बुक है क्या? मुंडक तनामिका से पूछना. इसके साथ भाष्य के साथ जायमान इव अंतःकरण उपाधि अनुविधायित्वाद वदन्ति लौकिकः हृष्टो जातः क्रुद्धो जातः. Then what shall I do? Om ityevam dhyayat atmanam. He says tam atmanam, that atma which is born in various ways, but it is not really born, appearing as to be born. Please shift your attention there. When I am telling about this sunlight is born, you have to shift attention from the moonlight to the sunlight. Then tam, and what is the name of that sunlight, or what is the name of that consciousness? Om. I told about Om 2 days back. One is a transcendental meaning, other is an eminent meaning is there. The transcendental meaning is which is the substratum of Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, which is the substratum of 5 koshas, which is the substratum of the whole world. I already told this. Remember? And tam om, tamatmanam om iti vamonkara lambana santah. So what shall I do? You chant Om. And the moment you say chant Om, your attention should go to unchanging. Who is the substratum of Vishwa and Vaishvanara? Who is the substratum of Tejas and Hiranyagarbha? Who is the substratum of Pragya and Ishwar? He is not the body, neither he is the body, neither he is. Om is not, it is not that Om is a sound here. It is an understanding of the omniscience of the Ishwar. Om here is not for chanting. It is not for mantra here. Om is here mentioned to understand that whole world is in me. Om is the name as if of the consciousness. Om is the alamban for meditation. Om is a alamban, as if you have given name to the consciousness, and through that name you are remembering somebody. Supposing you have the name, supposing somebody's name is W or Bablu. So when you say W came, So W, you are remembering W through the name W. So it's not that. Here W name is not common. But in India W is very common name. W. And Bablu. Bablu. Here is there? Here is there. I never heard. यहाँ तो नहीं है. W is not there. Bablu is there. अच्छा. Bablu Srivastava, there was one decade. So Bablu is there, W is there, Dabbu is also there. When I take the name W or Bablu, so you remember that person whose name is, you remember that person whom you know that W is there. And this is how you remember anybody. His name comes in your mind. Or if I have to indicate somebody, you take somebody's name. You take name Vishal, Dr. Vishal. Immediately Dr. Vishal comes in your mind. So immediately he comes in your mind. Or I say Kundan, then he comes in your mind. है ना? तो हम तो similarly. So why it is like that? Why? There are many Vishals. बहुत से विशाल है इस दुनिया में तो. वो विशाल भी है जो एयरपोर्ट में मिला था. एक सिंगर है विशाल, वो भी मिला एयरपोर्ट में. तो बहुत से हजारों विशाल हो गए. But when you interact with some name for constantly, then mind as a law of association, it remembers that one only. It remembers that one. There are many Swamijis in my name. But when you take this name which I have, Swami Abhedananda, so I will come in your mind because I've interacted with this, associated this name with this form only. There is one Swamiji who was from Ramakrishna Mission also. He has established quite an association, quite a matha, quite a monastery is associated. Swami Abhedananda, Ramakrishna Mission. So he was also known there, if you remember. So when you constantly associate the name with something, supposing, supposing you associate, moment you start meditating, you chant Om. And through Om, you are going through is the waking state, O is the dream, all dissolve in deep sleep. And what is the substratum is the consciousness of this whole world. 6, 2 set, 3 sets are there. And that is in me, that is me. Om. So through the word Om, you are chanting. It is not for creating some reverberating chanting. It is to go to the meaning of the Om. Here in this case, I mean, we are not using it for Naam Jap. We are using it to take you to the meaning of that Om. And why? Why? Because you need alamban. If just now you sit on your chair of meditation and you start consciousness, I am consciousness. So because you don't have the support, the thought will die. Because if thought is not strong, it needs the support to sustain. If the thought becomes strong, then it doesn't need a support. So when this plant is very small and it has to grow, I used to see they used to put a prop like that, the creeper, and they used to tie that creeper with some string or something so that it grows straight. After it is grown straight, then it doesn't need a support. So when you are starting meditation, supposing, then you cannot think straight away that I am the consciousness. You need something gross. And to remind then you chant Om. But what you have done earlier, you have already done some sadhana. You have associated many times Om with the consciousness. And therefore with the law of association, moment I will say Om, your mind will go to that consciousness. That is called law of association. Like, although many people's name are Vishal, but one Vishal whom you've interacted many times, first he will come in your mind. Many people have the name Swami Abhedananda. But because you interacted more with me, therefore when you take this name, my form will come fast. Similarly, when you have done the sadhana and by saying Om, and you are continuously thinking that I am beyond waking, again you chant Om. इसको बोलते हैं you are trying to create a law of association with the word and the meaning of the word. Understood, no? Law of association. Huh? Like I say, Brahmar Padam Brahma Havihi. I am talking about the sloks, 24 slok of 4th chapter, and plate comes in our mind. तो 15 चैप्टर के साथ ऐसा कुछ हो गया है, किचन, प्लेट, स्पून, tingling of the cups and the katoris and the thalis and somebody's offering dal and vegetable, urdhamulam adhashakam ashwatham prahuravjayam, सब पूरा किचन ही दिखता है. Because of the law association is like that. Although that chapter is very serious chapter. Very serious, I have taken in Vibhuti. It is very important and very subtle chapter. But gross, क्योंकि law of association हो गया वहाँ के साथ. Understood, no? Supposing I say, Om Natat Om Yo Vedadav Swarav Prokto, then temple will come. Because these mantras we chant in the temple. निधन पताय नमः, निधन पदांतिकाय नमः, तुरंत टेम्पल आ जाएगा, फिर प्रीस्ट दिखने लगते हैं. And all these days you have created an association. Similarly, when you start meditating, and supposing initially you won't have Om, you created the word and the law of association in your mind. What is a good thing about it? Supposing you get angry, huh? And at that time you cannot think I am consciousness because your mind is already very gross at that time. So you just go and chant Om. Immediately the thought of consciousness will come. The moment Om Iti is said, Om Iti, Iti is always for meditation, Upasana. Dhyayat, you should constantly Om Iti evam Atmanam Dhyayat, Tvitiya Vibhakti. You contemplate on the Atma. It is not objective, you contemplate on we think that I am this self, which self? On which hope? First is I am beyond the body. Second is I am not inside the body. I am not a part of the body. I am not a part and product of my experiences. I am not one person who walks, who talks, who moves, who laughs, who cries. I am not related to anybody. If I am out of the body, then all the relations is because of the body. I am not successful and I am not a failure. I am the seer of both. Pehle drishta pe aa jao. And after that, then know that this drishta is one. It is not many seers are there. Only one is there. And after that, you stop there. It is called O. And moment mind starts running, again use the gross support. Om. ठीक है ना? I hope you're understanding that. This is called gross support. So, Om iti evam dhyayat, you should contemplate. Bas. I hope this is clear. So the same Paramatma is in the intellect as Sakshi Chaitanya. It is obtained as the Sakshi. Swasti Vaparai, already I took the teacher is wishing the student all the best. Because this journey is quite, you have to travel in yourself only. I told you this journey is more in cognition and recognition rather than doing something. It is not in mean achieving less outside and now I achieve more outside. It's not something gross you are going to get here. This is the sixth mantra. And now, Swasti Vapara already, may cross this ocean of ignorance. Ya sarvagya sarvavita yasyaisha mahima bhuvi divye brahmapure yeshah व्योम्नि आत्मा प्रतिष्ठितः मनोमय प्राण शरीर नेता प्रतिष्ठितोन्ने हृदयं सन्निधाय तद्विज्ञानेन परिपश्यन्ति धीराः आनन्दरूपम् Amritam yad vibhati. That Sakshi who is in the heart. Which stage Ishwar was this? Which stage Ishwar? Third. Jagte raho. Don't be, some are sleepy in two stages. Either sleepy or sleeping. They always exist in two stages. About that is told here. What is that? Yah sarvagya sarvavit. These two words have come earlier also. Bolo bhai. Tell the mantra. Yes, sarvagya sarvit. Good. Yes, sarvagya sarvit. Yes, jnanmayam tapah. Tasmadetad Brahma Nam Rupa Annam Cha Chayate. This was the ninth mantra of 1.1. बोले this Upanishad only. Or in Gita, I don't remember all these things. Acha, okay, I'll see it tomorrow. Therefore, Gayatri one was made to chant so that your memory can be good. Your attention power can be good. Yesterday I was listening to some boy and he said I was in class 4th and once only I chanted Shiv Tandav and I by hearted it. By chanting once. He is no Sanskrit teacher. So brilliant. ये लोग ऐसे उपासना करते हैं, इतना इनका ध्यान रहता है. He was teaching लघु सिद्धांत कौमुदी. अच्छा लगा सुन के, मजा आया. मन खुश हो जाता हमारा. एक ऐसे सुन ले तो बड़ा बहुत देर तक अच्छा लगता है कि वाह, 4th class. Therefore such upasana, Gayatri, Sandhya was too much emphasized. Because to study a subject, you need to refer it repeatedly. And there is no science where you don't have to refer. Whether it is medical science, whether engineering, whether law. You have to constantly go back and forth and find out which case was like that. Earlier, what medicine was taken. What was the problem in that case. Now, next question. Whatever, don't ask question by. What is the difference between Sarvagya and Sarvavit? याद आ रहा है? हाँ? क्या? हाँ? याद आ गया? हाँ, धीरे बोलो क्या है? क्या है? हाँ? हाँ. और देखो, सर्वज्ञ means who is literally knows Paravidya. That I am the seer of the whole world. I know that whole, like in the dream. Dream you saw a lot of houses, lot of people, lot of animals. Because I know that I am the whole dream. This is Sarvagya. But how many people were in the dream? That I cannot tell. That Ishwar knows. The finer details, the knowing of all the Aparavidya, that is called Sarvavit. I had told this point. ये नहीं जो परा और अपरा विद्या को जानता है वो सर्वज्ञ नहीं, जो परा विद्या को जानता है केवल, दैट इज सर्वज्ञ. और जो अपरा विद्या को जानता है वो सर्वित है. So Sarvagya is, he knows everything. This is in the not literal, it is a figurative expression that he is a seer, he knows the whole world as a scene. It's a figurative expression that I know everything in the dream because I alone was. This is Sarvagya. But how many trees were there? I don't know that. How many leaves were there in each tree? Which tree? What you saw in the dream, how many leaves were there? Well, I don't know, don't trouble me all these things. Achha, tell in the waking, how many leaves are there? Which tree? This is outside, which is on the top. I don't know all these things. Don't trouble me. But Ishwar knows. That is called Sarvavit. I've told it that time also. You need the Parvezi Varzi wala tha. When you study, then you will understand. इसीलिए बोलते एक बार रिवाइज कर लिया करो. एग्जैक्ट आंसर देना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं कि जो परा अपरा को जानता है, ये नहीं. जो परा विद्या की दृष्टि से who knows, that means who knows the consciousness as the seer of the whole world, and whole world is in me. This is the knowledge of, that is called Sarvagya. But details of all para vidya, that is called Sarvavit. ठीक है. अब Sarvavit is such a big topic. In one body, so many doctors are there, nephrologists, oncologists, then what is it called, orthopedics, then what is it, gastro doctor is there, then eye ophthalmologist is there, then dentist is there, then ENT is there, then anthra, what is it called, anesthesia वाला डॉक्टर भी है. उसको क्या बोलते हैं, anesthesia doctor? Anesthetist. Anesthetist is there. And then in eyes also, retina specialists are different, coronary specialists are different. In one cell, there is lot of specialization in one cell. ये सब अपरा विद्या का विषय. There is knowledge in knowledge. कहाँ से आया? But one who knows all, that is called Sarvavit. Now I'm concluding. बोले जीव also knows. Jeev knows through some praman, by some book, by some microscope, by telescope. The one who does not need any medium to know it, he is Ishwar. I started knowing it. I wanted to see, then I took the glasses. And the blood was put in a machine, and therefore the blood test report came. But the machine was required, or the telescope and microscope is required to know something. Ishwar does not need any means of knowledge to know something. And therefore he knows all knowledge at all time in all ways. That is called Sarvavit. We are sequential. When I see there, I can't see here. When I see here, I can't see there. Therefore, if you are watching TV and eating also, either you will not, completely saliva will not be there. Why? Because both knowledge won't take place. तो बच्चों खिलाते हैं साथ साथ. तुम लोग ना वीडियो गेम लगा दिया, अब खा रहा है, मिकी एंड माउस आ रहा है. And they're forcing. This is the way they force. But saliva is not there, digestion will be weaker. Because his knowledge is of that. Dinosaur आया. ऐसे ऐसे। ऐसा ही खिलाते हैं आजकल, वो बिल्कुल गलत बात है। And it is law of association, they will want to see that when they are eating. हमको दिखाओ वो वीडियो दिखाओ. See, they are also blackmailing. Don't think only you are blackmailing. इसको वैसे ही खिलाया गया होगा. डाइजेस्ट नहीं होता है. Because digestion process starts in the mouth only. Saliva is the first digestive juice. So digestion starts. Therefore, they say chew many times so that much of the work is done here, so that the stomach has to do lesser work. Okay? So Sarvit understood. Ishwar can know all at all time without any medium. Because he is seeing all fruits of all karma, all jivas karma at the same time. This is Sarvit. Don't forget, please. I already told, but nobody gave me the exact answer what I wanted to hear. Okay, I don't know what you want to hear. So, yes, Sarvagya. Yes, Sarvagya, Sarvit Bhavati. ठीक है ना? This is the consciousness, Ishwar with Maya. If Ishwar with Maya was not there, only Sarvagya would have been used. Which is called Karan Ishwar. Yasya Mahima Esha Bhuvi Bhavati. Whose Mahima is in this earth. And very nice commentary is there, but time is over. And please note, and that Ishwar, Esha Atma, he is the self and he is in Brahmapur. He is in Brahmapur. Vyomni Pratishtita, in the heart. That heart is called here as Brahmapur. That heart has a name called Brahmapur because there you know Brahma, you can realize Brahma. More we will see tomorrow, my time is over here. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namah. Hari Om.
Sarveshwara Mam Pahi Prabhu, Pahi Prabhu Mam Pahi Vibhu, Pahi Vibhu Mam Pahi Prabhu, Har 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 Hara Namo, Shiva 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 Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Haraya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Haraya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Sarveshwara Mam Pahi Prabhu, Pahi Prabhu Mam Pahi Vibhu, Shambho Shankara Sada Shivaya, Sarveshwara Mam Pahi Prabhu, Pahi Prabhu Mam Pahi Vibhu, Pahi Vibhu Mam Pahi Prabhu, Har 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 Hara Namo, Shiva 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 Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Haraya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Haraya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Sarveshwara Mam Pahi Prabhu, Pahi सदा शिवाय। सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभु, पाहि प्रभो मां पाहि विभो, पाहि विभो मां पाहि प्रभो। हर 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 हराय नमो। शिव 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 शिवाय